What's going on, everyone? My name's Tenebris Infinite, and welcome to my review and progress for the new and improved assignments, offering us more for the things we do and maybe don't do so often in Generation Zero. The concept of assignments has always been a really good one, rewarding us for playing the game, giving players unique objectives to focus on in between missions, or just extending their gameplay. Though they had a rocky start here in Generation Zero, I totally see the potential of these guys being amazing once everything is running properly. So we're going to go through this shortened week, see what we get, and more importantly, how many assignments we can actually get to trigger, as broken assignments have always been the sort of Achilles heel of assignments. As well, we'll be looking at what loot we get for completing these assignments to make sure the effort is rewarded enough to make these enjoyable to do for the long run. This week is a shortened week since the hotfix introducing these properly into the game launched mid-week. So we'll do this half week as a review in progress and get some early feedback on things. Then, in a week, we'll be back with a full review, giving the ultimate verdict on assignments as they are in the game. With our first day of assignments already completed in the video about the hotfix, we were able to get 2 out of 3 assignments on hotfix day. And come the end of this video, we'll have a tally of all the assignments that worked versus the ones that didn't. For day 2 of assignments, we had 2 assignments to complete that both worked. Destroy a handful of machines off in the forest region, as well as recycling 5 different materials. For completing these 2 assignments, we got a handful of crafting materials to utilize, and this is the point where I'm starting to stockpile resources, just so that come the end of this video, we can see how much I get for completing this half week here. For day 3's assignment, we have to go off and destroy 5 ticks with a melee weapon, and collect 10 first aid kits, both of which should be easy to complete. The gathering 10 medkits is our first shot at a medium level assignment as well as a medium level reward bag, so I'm very interested to see what we get here. After killing off the ticks and gathering up some medkits, we were also able to unlock the tick reward package, or the tick level reward package, and it actually dropped a pretty decent amount of loot, and completing all of the assignments as well really quickly altogether just wound up with a very nice drop of loot for doing some pretty menial activities here in the game. As well, getting a bunch of standard first aid kits as a medium reward drop I think is quite good, actually. So for day 4, we have to shut down a bunch of machines with an EMP that has a bike icon, it's kinda sussy, and then destroy 5 machines in the marshlands, and for that we're going to get another medium medical drop. So, sadly, one of our assignments for today was bugged and would not trigger the EMP challenge, but that's only 2 assignments that haven't worked so far out of the bunch, and I think that that's actually pretty good. Of course, we still have one more day to go through, so I don't want to jinx things at this point, but if we come away with only 2 bugged assignments, that's really good in comparison to where assignments were at before this update. As well, we'll talk about like the challenge of things and the difficulty of things, but definitely at this point I'm feeling like there could be more higher difficult levels for assignments here. So after killing a handful of machines in the marshlands here, we were rewarded with more healing items for our medium reward. And at this point, the FMTEL reward trunk is looking rather thick, dude. Alright, last day of assignments here, before they roll over and then we get to do a proper full week. It really is a shame about those 2 assignments that haven't worked so far because they've kind of cut short the amount of rewards we can get, but again, we're going to be talking about that at the end, right after we get done with these next 2 assignments. They're both focused around killing the brand new Soviet machines, so it's a trip off to the northern part of the marshlands to take down a wolf and a handful of lynx. Ultimately, none of the assignments related to taking down machines felt like a challenge at all. Even though I have been playing the game for a long time, I really don't think that like 1 wolf or like 5 of X machine is a very challenging assignment. So it would be nice to maybe see those numbers get bumped up quite a bit, maybe. I'm talking 50 wolves, man. Get me to kill 50 wolves in a day. Come on. No, but in all honesty, I think that the killing machine challenges could be anywhere from like 15 to 20, and if it's killing a specific type of machine, anywhere from like, 8 to 15 would be a good number, I think. Now that we're at the end of this first short week, let's summarize things and give some feedback before I get into next week's assignments. And the first big pain point, the Achilles heel, how many assignments worked versus what didn't? Only 2 out of 11 assignments didn't register or work properly, which is huge. The old system wasn't so broken that, none of the assignments worked, but definitely only having 2 assignments so far that don't register correctly is a great sign for this moving forwards. I'm betting a few months in and maybe a couple updates and we'll have assignments all working excellently here. But that does lead to the downside here, where if you miss out on assignments in this new version, you can lose out on rewards. We're going to be looking at this more in depth with the full review next week, but as a current idea, maybe we could have more assignments in a day. Sure, maybe we'll wind up completing weeklies quickly, but with more assignments to do in a day and maybe higher goals of machine kills, items picked up and crafted, then these assignments can become a real solid part of Generation Zero's casual play. 5 to 6 assignments will be a ton more rewarding to engage in and can maybe give the grace some players might need when experiencing assignments that don't work in the future. Next up, the loot that we get for assignments, as this used to be rather poor, and one of the main reasons why I didn't engage with assignments myself. And now, I have to say, my dudes, assignment loot is fat! It's great, and honestly, I think is sitting at a very good level. I do have to check what the tank packs and hunter packs offer in the future, but from the looks of things, it's going to be pretty good to unlock all the weeklies on a weekly basis. And lastly, for the assignments themselves, the activities that we're engaging in. And I think they're pretty good, provided we could see the numbers bumped up a bit. With more assignments, we could see ourselves doing the more kind of variety-based assignments like dancing in our base or biking or the sort on a more regular basis. And with higher numbers of machines, we can really get a chance to engage in these assignments instead of getting them done faster than even a typical fight here in Generation Zero. But ultimately, I think the assignments we have now are a massive improvement on the system and shows the potential of this type of side activity in a much better form than the old assignments. So, thank you for watching this review in progress for now, and as I said, next week we'll get a full week's worth of review into this and see where we're standing. So, for now, my dudes, stay awesome, and I will catch you all in the next one. Until then, peace.